Welcome to my channel. This is Conscious Creation, and this month's reading is for September for the sign Scorpio. Before I get into your reading, I'm just going to give you a little background into what's happening astrologically. This month there's significant energies that are playing out. We've got Saturn that was in retrograde since May 2019. Now is going direct, and that's triggering and activating us in many ways. We've actually in 2014, it's when Pluto was doing the same travels, and it was going direct in Capricorn. And what we've got is a link back to 2014 themes, and we're being retested during this time to really see if we've mastered our soul lessons, as well as mastery of the self, but also it's a form of reality check, time to release these cycles. But Saturn, the taskmaster, is now moving, so that's also something which is positive to take, but also it's testing time. We've got a Pisces full moon coming up, and that's September 13th and 14th. You may find that you're very sensitive and perceptive right now, and your intuitive abilities are heightening. You're also becoming more aware of your surroundings, people's thoughts, feelings, energies of the world. You could also, on a negative, feel quite insecure and overwhelmed, and that's something which is a time to really give for yourself, to be kind to yourself and check in with yourself and how you feel. September 14th and 15th, the personal planets are in direct, so that's Mercury, Venus and Mars are in Virgo for the first half, and then that's all about setting routines and getting into your routine. But then it's nice to know that Mercury and Venus shift into Libra, and that's almost like a breath of fresh air. You're communicating more, socializing, so it's a very different energy that's coming in. We've got the equinox on September 23rd, and the sun is entering Libra, and it's a time of balance because you've got the sunlight and the moonlight in equal balance. So it's a reminder of our inner harmony and peace about ourselves and situations around us and everything we do. Libra new moon is September 28th, and that's also again talking to a strong need for balance and harmony. And it's really trying to learn this lesson of striking a balance, which is always tested to us from time to time as we go through various different challenges. So Scorpio, and I speak to the Scorpio sun, moon and rising. For me, it represents the phoenix of the ashes, this transformative capabilities and energies going into the unknown, the depths, rebirth, passion, charismatic and magnetic. But also on the negative, on the contrasting side, the darker side of the planet, we've got the distrusting, the jealous, the one that holds grudges, that sting of that Scorpio. Water energy, water sign, so very fluid, moves with the energies and the waters. It's everything about being fluid, and that I believe is a message of the sign, is really moving and being fluid in nature and being able to take various different forms. So let's get into your reading and see what the energies have in store for you. Got some flying out cards, got some cards that want to be pulled out. Are we deciding things? Are we in decision making? Do we know what we want? What are Scorpios going through? So let's start with your overall energies. So we've got the Tower card, the Ten of Wands, and the High Priestess. I'm actually liking this energy. I feel like it could be challenging for some. So you've got, let's start off the Tower. So transformation, change. This is Scorpio's natural ability to be transformative and deal with change. But we get so afraid of it, and we feel that we can't, and we feel that we're not prepared. But again, if you be like that water that can go through that change, it's a great time to let those old structures of the mind, the self, crumble away. It's time to let go of the old patterns and step into new patterns. And then you've got the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands, it could feel for some quite burdensome. It could be for some that you're ready for this journey. You can see that he's got the wands on his back. He's prepared. He's alone. So I'm also feeling that it's your change. This is a very personal thing that Scorpios are going through right now. They're going through something personal, and these arrows represent, I feel, for some defenses, things that they have gone through, things that they have learned already on their journey. But again, for some it can feel quite burdensome, because there's a lot of luggage. You carry a lot of luggage. But I like the fact that the High Priestess has come, and it's come upright, and for me that just symbolizes the intuition and actually being that High Priestess and trusting your higher self, knowing that everything happens for a reason, but you, Scorpios, you have the ability to actually go through this Tower. And again, like the astrological shifts are happening, which is all testing to change and whether you've learnt. Maybe it's also speaking to those who've gone through this change already and have actually felt like it's been a personal struggle, where you've had to travel alone, but your baggage represents the emotions or the mental stresses that you've had to carry with you on this personal journey. But with the High Priestess, it's this all-knowing, this understanding that everything has happened for a reason, and you've actually come out stronger and more aware, and you've really gone through the depths. Scorpios love what others don't like, and that's like really going deep, and when they hit a certain point they can go deeper and deeper, and it's your intuition that really guides you from point to point. So I'm really happy with that, and I feel those who are trusting their intuition and actually exploring it, keep doing that, because that's a great strength. So we've got the Empress, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. So Empress, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Three of Pentacles. So the Empress for me represents somebody who's quite abundant and pregnated with, whether it's, for some maybe you are pregnant, you've heard news of a pregnancy, or you might be pregnated with ideas, wishes, goals, aspirations. So it's that idea of like this having that I feel that's coming through. And then you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is a delivery of something, again, of this, I feel, material abundance for some. It's on its way. So if you've been hoping and visualizing something which is that you want to gain, whether it be a new job, whether it be a certain goal or that you've been working towards, I feel that it's on its way and that you will start to receive. You've also got the Three of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles represents, for me also, the sharing, I feel. Sometimes it's this idea for me of there's 3 pentacles, there's 3 people, but also it requires this fairness. So whether you are the one to receive something, always remember to be fair. If you have put the idea out there, know that it's on its way and it will come, but this idea of being distributed fairly is very important, I feel, and that's what I'm really sensing from this energies that are coming out today. So I do feel positive. I do feel that there's material abundance. Interesting. So you've got the Lovers. You've got the Devil. So these 2 cards for me it's contrast. I'm feeling this sense of contrast. For some it might be an option of 2 people, and again your intuition and judgment needs to be there, and it's a journey that's alone. It's one that you have to make alone, one that's personal. And then you've got the Ace of Wands, and for me you'll come out victorious in your decision. But for those who are actually going through some sort of decision between 2 people and like love, romance, I feel like you almost have that true love versus karmic love. And to be honest, this one can look a lot more like true love than your actual true love. But I think you'll be able to decipher it and come out victorious if you tap into your intuition. For those that it represents abundance, now you've got the Lovers. The Devil can also represent material wealth, material gains, everything materialistic. So for those who are actually focusing on achieving material gains or have material wishes, know that you will be successful. But again, from the beginning I got this feel of being fair is required. This idea of fairness in distribution of your prosperity or wealth, or being humble in your gains is very important, because you can then fall into this devil energy if you're not, which is a very key thing. So I think those who are actually focused on achieving or gaining something of material possession, it's the way you receive it and the intent you have, which is very important, which you need to be able to work through those energies. And that could be something which you're being tested with right now, is when materialism comes at your doorstep and you gain whatever you want. How do you navigate through being that true, authentic energy? How do you transform from the materialistic, lower energies into the higher intuitive energies with your changing surroundings? Which is, it's interesting because it's something which they say money never changes somebody, or you'll say money will never change me. Sorry, a lot of people think money changes people, but you may think, oh, it will never change me, but actually when it happens, we forget. So it's always remaining in that very high position, and it may not be money, it might be something which you've desired for a long time, you actually achieve, or the goals that you set you've achieved. But remember, those around you during this time is also picking up on energies. So the way you go about your changes, whether the Tower is actually something which is bringing really positive changes, and for some it might be triggering them in different aspects. It's the way in which you deal with it and how you show it which will be important during this time. But overall, I feel the energy for Scorpio is really positive, and I feel it's a lot to do with abundance and prosperity. So I'm not getting anything overtly negative or anything to be worried about, except from the way you distribute what you receive. If you choose to distribute it, how do you go about sharing? Do you share? And what do you share? And how do you share? And what definition do you share by? Do you have this like martyr view of, oh, I'm sharing and I'm doing it and I feel amazing and I'm doing it with the intent of this recognition? Or are you sharing because you are in your high priestess energy of openness and receptiveness? So it depends on how far you have transformed, or how far you're willing to transform, will be really important. So yeah, that's so far the energies that I get. I'm going to pull out one last card for you because I feel there may be one final message that wants to come through. Or maybe there's more. But I feel that might be too much. Let's concentrate. One last message for this one wants to come out. Scorpio. Angel of Strength. So have strength and courage in whatever you do or whatever you're going to receive. Yeah, strength. Strength is a very, very beautiful vehicle to have the lion guide you during this time. So keep that strength, because as a Scorpio, you know that you can really enter the depths of the self, and transformation is a very, very visceral experience for Scorpios. So remain strong and always trust your intuition, because I believe you will come out victorious, and all your ideas that you've had or whatever you've focused on will be delivered to you. So really embrace this Tower energy and the transformation, because you are the sign that can really do this and are born for these kind of energies. So be strong in this, and know that you will receive what you've hoped for, what you've wished for. So I hope this reading has made sense, and please do like and subscribe. I have more videos that will be coming out for other months, so keep tuned. But thank you so much for your time, and I look forward to speaking to you again, and I wish you a very happy September. Navigate through the energies and enjoy it, and make it a positive one. Take care.